Children, how are you all? Today we are going to learn a new chapter about symmetry. Children, before we go into this chapter, we should know what is symmetry all about. What is symmetry? It is a Greek word made up of two words, that is sym means together and metron means measure. It is a geometrical concept commonly exhibited in nature and is used in every field of activity. Children, you find symmetry. You can see symmetry in beehives, you can see symmetry in flowers, you can see symmetry in leaves, you can see symmetry in handkerchiefs, you see symmetry in rugs, you see symmetry in tiles, etc. etc. We can go about many things. That is, symmetry is the quality of being made up of exactly similar parts facing each other or round an axis. You can see that the following pictures are symmetrical about an axis. In the first figure, we have a leaf which is symmetrical about its midvein, and then we have a car which is vertically symmetrical, and then we have the face of the joker which is also symmetrical vertically, and then we have a butterfly which is also symmetrical vertically. There are two types of symmetry, that is line symmetry and rotational symmetry. In this class, we are going to study only about line symmetry. What is line symmetry? A figure has line symmetry if there is a line about which the figure may be folded so that the two parts of the figure will coincide or overlap. In the first picture, you can see a shape and its reflection. And you can see a boy standing in front of the mirror and seeing his reflection. Now, this reflection is also called mirror reflection. The concept of line symmetry is closely related to mirror reflection. A shape has line symmetry when one half of it is the mirror image of the other half. Line symmetry is also called axis of symmetry. Children, now we'll study about lines of symmetry. A figure has one or more lines of symmetry. From the following pictures, we can see the first picture is of an arrow. This arrow has a line symmetry which is horizontal. And then you have the oval shape which has two lines of symmetry, that is one vertical line of symmetry and the other is the horizontal line of symmetry. And then you have the third figure which is a square. It has vertical line of symmetry, horizontal line of symmetry and diagonal line of symmetry. And then you have a circle which shows infinite lines of symmetry, and then a parallelogram which has no lines of symmetry. So line symmetry are of three types, that is vertical line of symmetry, horizontal line of symmetry and diagonal line of symmetry. Now we are going to study about the lines of symmetry for polygons. What is a polygon? A polygon is a closed figure made up of line segments. Which is the smallest polygon, children? Yes, the triangle is the smallest polygon. Now we are going to find out the symmetry for different types of triangles. First we'll study about the equilateral triangle. What is an equilateral triangle? Yes, a triangle which has all the sides equal is called an equilateral triangle. Now how many lines of symmetry are there? Yes, there are three lines of symmetry for an equilateral triangle. Now, the second triangle is an isosceles triangle. Now, what is an isosceles triangle? A triangle where two sides are equal. Yes, in this triangle, we have only one line of symmetry. And then the third triangle is called the scalene triangle where no side is equal. So, there is no line of symmetry for a scalene triangle. Now we are going to study about the difference between regular and irregular polygons. Now children, what are regular polygons? Yes, a polygon where the sides and angles are equal. They are known as regular polygons. But if the sides and angles of the polygon are not equal, then they are called irregular polygons. And children, do you know how many lines of symmetry are there for regular polygons? They'll be equal to the number of sides. The number of line symmetries will be equal to the number of sides in regular polygons. So in equilateral triangle, we have three sides which are equal. So we have three lines of symmetry. In a square, which is a quadrilateral and all the four sides are equal, we are having four lines of symmetry. Children, do you know what will be the angles of these regular polygons? Yes, the angles of regular polygons will always be equal. And for an equilateral triangle, each angle is equal to 60 degrees. How many angles are there in a triangle? Yes, there are three angles and each angle is equal to 60 degrees in an equilateral triangle. What about square then? Yes, there are four angles and each angle is equal to 90 degrees. And what about a regular pentagon? What do you mean by regular pentagon? That all five sides are equal and each angle is equal to 108 degrees. How many angles are there in a pentagon? Yes, there are five angles and all the five angles are equal in a regular pentagon. What about a regular hexagon? There are six angles and all the six angles are equal and each angle is equal to 120 degrees. Children, each regular polygon has as many lines of symmetry as it has sides. You can see from the following pictures. For each polygon, you can fold along the lines of symmetry and you will find that the parts overlap on each other. Children, we are going to study some more figures and their line symmetries. We have already seen that square is a quadrilateral and it has four lines of symmetry, that is horizontal line of symmetry, vertical line of symmetry and diagonal line of symmetry. But again, rectangle is also a quadrilateral but it has only two lines of symmetry, that is horizontal line of symmetry and vertical line of symmetry, because when you fold along the diagonals, they don't overlap. Again, in a rhombus, again we have only two lines of symmetry. And then in a kite, we have only one line of symmetry. And in an isosceles trapezium, we have one line of symmetry. And when there is only trapezium, we have no lines of symmetry. In a parallelogram, we don't have any line of symmetry. In an equilateral triangle, we have three lines of symmetry. In an isosceles triangle, again we have one line of symmetry. You can see some line symmetries in some figures shown below. In this figure, we can see the line symmetries for different alphabets. And then we find that there are line symmetries for some alphabets and there are no line symmetries for other alphabets. Can you tell me for which alphabets there are no line symmetries? Yes, F, G, J, L, N, P, Q, R, S and Z. They do not have any line symmetries. You know, children, symmetry is a beautiful topic. You can make patterns with it. You can play with symmetrical figures. The following are paper foldings where I've used some punch machine to make holes. Can you all see the beautiful patterns made in the paper foldings? Yes. This is a homework for you all children. Take any paper, fold it and punch holes and you can get different patterns or symmetrical about the folded line. Thank you. That's all for today.